So coming back, looking for the example number 4 there, and if on the second wave we have a complex correction, a double zigzag for the second wave, then I'm looking for a consolidation for a fourth wave that should alternate, and the fourth wave from my point of view starts only here with the highs in the 103 level. So it should alternate at least with in one way with the second wave. First of all, it should alternate in price, so means the distance covered by the second and the fourth wave. Now if you take a trend line for the second wave here, like this, and you put it at the end of the fourth wave here, at the end of the third wave. So the distance traveled for the fourth wave should be different than the one traveled by the second wave. Now the second wave didn't end here, but the second wave ended here, so I didn't make it quite correct. And as you can see, the fourth wave already, if the fourth wave is done here, so the fourth wave already traveled more than the distance covered for the second wave. So they alternate already in that perspective. So let's say that maybe this is a fourth wave already. Out of this degree. And then we should look at the time taken for the fourth wave to consolidate. It should be different than the time taken by the second wave to consolidate. And as you can see, the second wave took this amount of time, and definitely I'm looking for the fourth wave to take way less amount of time than the second wave here. So it might be done, if it is done here at this low, then this is looking like the second criteria for the principle of alternation to be respected. Having the severity, meaning the retracement level, the second and the fourth wave, should be different. I mean, on the second wave here we have definitely quite a long retracement, meaning that this is something like into the 70% area, something like that. But if you take a Fibonacci retracement for the second, from the second to the top here, you are having the third wave coming exactly at 38.2, which is a typical retracement for the fourth wave. So they alternate also in this manner, in this perspective. They should alternate in the severity we've just seen. They should alternate also in the intricacy. The intricacy means the number of subdivisions present on in each pattern. So while we are having here a complex correction in the form of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 subdivisions, here we have most likely a double combination or a double zigzag in the ABCX and then ABC, or a double flat. It remains to be seen. We're going to go probably later in the project and trying to see what this fourth wave looks like. They should alternate in intricacy. That means the number of subdivision present. So that's the intricacy, and they also should alternate in terms of construction or structure. So this structure, the structure for the fourth wave here and here, definitely they are different. This is a double zigzag. It is impossible here to have to be a double zigzag, but looking more likely as a double combination. Why? Because of this contracting triangle that we're having here. In contracting triangle, when price reverses out of a contracting triangle like that, and that means that this has the tendency to be a combination. So this was the fourth example here with the second wave. And the fourth wave that should come here. And this is these are the examples. These are the examples that I was looking for on the US dollar Japanese yen, because the move was so powerful to the upside, and we subdivided basically the waves into lower levels, into sub waves. So we had quite many possibilities for checking the principle of alternation between the second and the fourth wave. But this is a real wave, and this is how it should be treated. Now I would like to have one more example in the for the principle of alternation, and let's write this is example number 7, and with this example the so principle of alternation. With this example, the chapter will basically be done. Principle of alternation, and that would be example number 7. So under the seventh example, let's make a shape. This is a Great Britain pound US dollar 1 hour chart, and the reason that I want to show you this on the 1 hour chart is that price is forming as a nice structure here, and it is more visible. It is more visible, and you can treat it on a day-to-day basis. While the examples so far were on the daily chart and higher time frames. I mean, you can trade also the daily chart, but the 1 hour chart is something that you have in front of your eyes all the time when you're trading. So this is important. Now this move on the Great Britain pound US dollar, if you're looking at it from the lows, and these are the lows, has the tendency to be a potential impulsive move to the upside. Let's make it out of this degree. So this will be the first wave. So 1, 2, the second wave here, and the third wave here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the third wave here. The fourth wave here, and definitely the fifth wave to the upside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a nice impulsive move, probably the end of either an A wave or a first wave to the upside. Now, whenever you are looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are looking for the principle of alternation to hold true between the second and the fourth wave. And you also have a subdivision here. This would be more likely first wave of a lower degree, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and definitely we have something like first wave here, a second wave here, a third wave here, a fourth wave here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside here, and when you're looking at the fifth wave structure here, then we have something like the first wave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, probably here, and 5, and this would be a terminal impulse or an ending diagonal, depending how you would like to call it. So let's take one trend line, because diagonals, as you very well know, travel between the trend line from the second and the fourth wave and the first and the third wave. Something like this. And let's try to analyze on the next recording. Let's try to look at the principle of alternation on the bigger picture, on the waves, on the red waves here. And on the smaller picture we have 3 more examples, 1, 2, 3. So that would be three more examples. So stay tuned for the next recording.